Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Kodak Black. Now, Kodak Black recently was arrested, man. He was arrested by the Highway Patrol in Florida. He allegedly had some pills on him and a whole bunch of cash. I think $75,000 to be exact, right? Now, Kodak Black has been fairly quiet since his arrest. We've seen the video of Kodak Black leaving the jail once he got bonded out. I think, ironically, for like $75,000 as well. And then he took off. But he took to social media last night to say some things about him being arrested. That were kind of weird, man. I'm going to be real. This is a weird tweet. I'm not even sure if Kodak Black himself, you know what I'm saying, put this tweet out or somebody hacked his account or something, because it's that strange, right? Now, also, Kodak Black's attorney has come out to speak about the situation. So I want to go ahead and talk about that as well, and a news story that's out there about a motion he just filed trying to get Kodak Black out of this situation. Now, before we get to the specifics and talk about all these details, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about Kodak Black in this situation he got himself into. So it's no new news that Kodak Black got arrested, as we said in the intro, right? So let's level set everybody, and let's actually look at the clip of Kodak Black leaving the courthouse, man, after he got bonded out a few days ago.
Kodak, what do you have to say about your arrest?
Any message to your fans, Kodak?
What's up?
Do you know the pills belong to you, Kodak?
Anything to say to the people?
Any message to your fans?
Okay, so as you can see in that video, Kodak Black wasn't trying to talk to anybody, man, it seemed. Now, let's talk about the things that have happened in the last 24 hours. So, Kodak Black has gone to social media to make some awkward claims about the reason why he was really arrested. Now, I'm going to be referencing this story from hiphopdx.com, where in the headline it says this. It says, Kodak Black clowns police while claiming drug traffic arrest was due to his big, and you can fill in the blank yourself. You know what I mean? Now, Kodak Black shared these opinions on Twitter. And I think that he's just given a comical response because he was waiting for everybody to hear something from him, right? Now, the story goes on to say this. Kodak Black issued a flippant response to the latest brush with the law in a series of tweets ridiculing the police on Tuesday morning. Now, the 25-year-old rapper, who was arrested on drug charges in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, last Friday, jokingly claimed the officer who handcuffed him simply wanted to fill up on him, basically. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. Now, let's actually look at the tweet from Kodak Black's account on Twitter, man, where he said this. Now, I'm going to have to paraphrase because he uses some words that ain't too YouTube friendly, right? But you'll get the gist of it. And to be honest, I think he's joking. He's trying to make light of the situation. But he says this, in quotes. He said, "Hey, I'm Officer Pinky, the one on the news for arresting the rapper kid with the big and a lot of cash. Yeah, my daughter talks about it so much, I had to pull him over so I could feel it myself. No lie, bro. Felt like he had a shotgun in his front pocket." Now, obviously, he's trying to insinuate that he's playing like he's the officer who arrested him, and this is what he would be saying, you know, while he arrested Kodak Black, or giving why the reason why he arrested Kodak Black. Now, I doubt that had anything to do with it, and I think Kodak Black is obviously joking here, but it's silly to say the least, man. I mean, it's newsworthy, so let's go. Now, the story also says that Kodak Black was charged with and allegedly caught with 31 pills and almost $75,000 in cash in his Dodge Durango during a traffic stop last Friday. Police initially pulled him over for illegal window tint. They said his tags and license were also expired. Like, man, pick a struggle, bruh. Like, your tags are expired, your license is expired, and your window tint is wrong? Like, that makes no sense, man. You super duper riding dirty if all that is true, right? Now, also, Kodak said this. He fired back at his critics on Tuesday with a defiant tweet that read, people don't even care to know what was going on. They just want to bash a cat. Quick to say I'm a failure or something like that. But God gonna always make my enemies my footstools because I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Basically putting it out there that, yo, everybody's out here bashing me, saying that I messed up and that I'm blowing the bag, but they don't know exactly what went down. Now, also today, man, Kodak Black dropped a new song with 22Gs. So it seems like he just got right back into the swing of things. Now, Kodak Black wasn't the only one to make a response or move on this situation. His lawyer also took to the court and said a few things. Now, in this story from Radar Online, the headline says this. Said Kodak Black demands court allow his lawyer to test alleged drugs seized by cops during arrest. So it looks like Kodak Black's attorney filed a motion so that way they can get independent people to test the alleged drugs that were found when he was pulled over. Now, the rapper Kodak Black has demanded that the court allow his lawyer to inspect the alleged drugs seized from him by Florida cops during the recent arrest. Radar has learned. Now, according to court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, Kodak's powerhouse attorney, Bradford Cohen, filed a motion to inspect evidence in the newly filed criminal case. So it looks like his lawyer wants to inspect those alleged drugs to see if they really are drugs. Also, they probably want to test to see if he's got his fingerprints, DNA, or anything that can match it to Kodak Black, because obviously they trying to get him up out of this situation. And, you know, their stance is going to be they're not his drugs, or either they're not drugs at all. Now, the story itself goes on to say this. It says, in a new motion, Kodak said the police report claimed that officers found 31 tablets, 18 total grams, with a certain imprint on them, and on the other side, another imprint. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know the significance of the imprints on those pills, or alleged pills, I should say, but for some reason they made a point to point it out in the motion. Now, Bradford, that's his lawyer, wrote, in quotes, "It is impossible to explore a defense on behalf of Kodak without being able to inspect, weigh, and independently test the substances." So they obviously want to test these substances to see if they're really real and, you know, check and see all the things that I talked about earlier, like fingerprint, DNA, and all that, right? Now, Kodak and his team argue allowing them to test the alleged drugs is, in quotes, essential to ensure his right to a fair hearing and amongst other things in the case. Now, obviously, they're trying to make sure that Kodak Black has the best possibility to beat this. But what do you guys think, man? Because they're saying that, you know, them not being able to test the alleged drugs would hinder his case, and that's basically the motion is saying, man. It just seems like regular ongoing court battle that he's going to have to fight in court, man, with his lawyers and the state at this point, man. But what do y'all think, man? Do you think that it's a possibility that Kodak's team knows something that we don't? Like these drugs might not actually be drugs. It might not actually be what we thought they were, or it might not actually be what the law enforcement initially thought they were, and Kodak really wasn't carrying anything illegal? Or do you think this is a possibility they're just checking each and every, you know, turn over each stone, checking everything to see if there's a possibility to get Kodak Black out of this situation? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.